Reverend Rob Lee. Bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee. Wow, bangering. Okay, tonight, man, we got some great things coming. We're going to have some great readings. I just feel it. I want to start this evening with our prayer. Hope everybody's coming in. Hope everybody's getting ready for a powerful weekend, a nice weekend, a relaxing weekend, a chill weekend, ready to see what's going on. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, the divine mother, that divine feminine that is within all of us and that gives us and protects us with everything we need. We are here to say thank you. You have supplied us with resources, with things that we need. We just need to sit still sometimes and listen to your message. Please bring your angels close. Bring the spirit guides closer and open my mind, open my heart so that your word flows through me and that I am speaking your words, what you need me to hear and to say, and not mine. So mote it be. All right. Wow. Okay. So I need y'all to start passing the word. Going to be doing something a little different, and I think this is really good. We're trying to help people. I know people right now are having some financial issues or financial uncertainty going around all over the place with everything that's happening. So with all that being said, what we're going to start doing now, let me look up and let me get the date here. I should have had that date in my head. I believe it's the 12th, May 12th, but I'll keep y'all posted. This is the first time I'm announcing it. What we're going to do, okay, is all the subscribers will get a link to Zoom. It's going to be a Zoom link. Monday night at 8:30, we're going to be in Zoom together. You don't have to turn your camera on. You can keep your camera off. I know some of y'all are camera shy or whatnot. But in trying to do this, I can't guarantee everybody is a reading each night, but be there. If you are a subscriber, you will receive a link. When people subscribe, they will receive a link about how to get there. But I'm only going to be doing this for people that are subscribing. There are tribe members, everybody that's doing this. And we're going to do live readings together like that for an hour. And that's going to happen at 7:30, but then I'll release it, okay, after we record it and go forward. Like I said, you don't have to be on camera, but at least we can talk. We can hear each other. We can communicate that way. And that's going to be that. And that's how we're going to do. I want to help people. And I know a lot of people right now don't have the money to reach out and they need that extra bit. So on Monday nights, that's the way we're going to do it. So I can make sure I'm getting into some good readings and good things like that. Come be a part, and I need you to be a part. The next 3 Mondays, okay, or at least the next 2, all right, are going to be our normal 8:30 on YouTube. So don't miss it, all right? You'll get plenty of notification. We're going to let you know what's going on and that. But this is going to be something I'm really excited to try. This is it. That will be in Zoom. We won't be on YouTube. We'll be in Zoom, but the show will then be broadcast later, right after we're done on YouTube. That'll be really cool. Wednesday night with Laura, we're standing fast. We're still holding into that. And Wednesday nights are going to be awesome again on Crossing Realms. And Laura and I will be live on YouTube. The Friday night show, we're either going to do something different, or because I'm really working hard on this knowing spirituality, understanding religion, understanding metaphysicality, all of that. We're really working hard on this, okay, to get this together. So that may be on Friday night, classes, different things like that. We're working on tarot classes, and whole lot we're trying to work so this becomes a real true community, and we can reach out, and I can reach out and help people with good, solid live readings, okay? Let me know what you think. That's what's happening. That's what's coming, but that's where we're going. So be ready. Again, at least 2 Mondays away, okay? Because the next 2 Mondays are already planned for 8:30, okay? as usual, but I'm going to keep warning and letting people know, be ready, be on the lookout for the link for my people who have subscribed or whatnot. So you got to be able to subscribe, and I'm going to do full readings, more in-depth readings, things like that for people to try to help out. All right. Everything we're trying to do is trying to help people. What are we doing here? We're trying to help people find their magic, reclaim their wings so they can fly. And I want to do that. And I feel like this is going to let me do that even more. Okay. So y'all support me in all things. I appreciate it. And I appreciate your continued support on this. So, wow, a lot of things happening. So, Donis, Reverend Rob, would you say a prayer for me and physical healing? I got sick a week ago Sunday, and whatever it is lingering in lungs and feel like I'm under a blanket of grim grayness. Thanks so much. You know what? Yes, we will. Yes, we will. So what we're going to start with, okay, right now, everybody do me a favor. Rub your hands together, okay? And I want everybody to just close their eyes and breathe in regularly, okay? You don't have to know what Donis looks like. It doesn't matter. Some of you have seen her. She's come on camera, all right? But we know Donis, and we can connect with her. And what we're doing is we're going to connect with Spirit. And I'm asking Spirit right now, our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, that mother that heals and protects, please, right now, Donis is undergoing some issues physically. Why I'm getting grapefruit juice that just came in right then. Sorry, Donis, let me know. A lot of it. Grapefruit juice and a lot of it, and keep moving around. That's one of the biggest things that's pouring in right now. Listen to me. Holy Spirit, we need healing. We need guidance. Raphael, I'm calling Raphael, the angel Raphael, who is about healing, who is about comforting, who is about love. Go to this woman. Send your legions to this woman right now who needs your help and is trusting in you as to help her. She knows she needs help and she wants it. So now, as a group, we are coming together to say, Donis needs support. And we are sending her energy. We are sending her love. Pull the energy from above. Everybody start feeling it work between your hands. Pull the energy from below, just like a good Reiki healing energy. Let it radiate in your heart. All right. Concentrate on healing light. And we're going to send that out to Donis right now. 1, 2, 3. So mote it be. Donis, I hope you feel better. Let me know. You keep us posted. We will continue to keep you in our prayers. So thank you for allowing us to do that for you. We appreciate it. All right. Sierra Dell, just quit my job yesterday to pursue my business full time. I love it. It's scary as hell. But you know what? You don't know until you try. Okay. Now, what I want you to do in the spirit of manifestation, okay, is to literally start seeing success as if it were a memory. See it as if it has already happened. When you speak of what you're bringing forth, okay, speak that truth to yourself. Speak of what you know and see it as if it's already been given. It's kind of, first you're going to say, well, I know this is going to, you know what? When this happens, or I've seen this happen, I already know this is happening. Start speak it out loud. You know, a lot of times when we say, talk to the universe, tell the angels, tell God, tell the mother, tell all of these ethereal beings, okay, the what you want, the universe, God the Father, God the Mother, God the Spirit, have given us everything we need to succeed. And I love it when somebody takes that step and trusts in themselves and what's going on. Sierra Dell, that's fantastic news. Now, in the manifestation, just look and see what's going on. And remember, speak everything out loud. I have stood in a parking lot and said, I need to speak before crowds. I need to be seen in public. And next thing you know, I've been given live shows, getting set up for other live shows, and look at what we're doing right here. This is called manifesting, speaking it into existence, not just whispering it. Speak it. Y'all have heard Laura and I talk about, demanding things and understanding what's going on. All right. That's part of it. But you know how we talk about demanding and being proud and strong and knowing when to send angels into battle and when not? The manifestation is just like this. You've taken an action, you put your faith in spirit and yourself, and that's just freaking amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So welcome, everybody. I see Lord Tay, glad everybody's here. Man, a lot of people coming in. Thank you for being here. Donna, good to see you. Deborah, good to see you. Carrie, nice to see you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, if anybody wants a reading tonight, okay, Gillian has posted a link. So what we need to do is copy that link, put it in your browser, and hit enter, hit go, or whatnot. Once you go there and you start that, close out of YouTube, you will come into my studio. I'll see you. Don't worry. Okay. But if you don't close out of YouTube, I can't hear you or you can't hear me. And it can only function on one platform or the other. So make sure you do that. If not, if there's any other questions or somebody's a little camera shy, that's okay. Go ahead and put your question in here. All right. And let's talk about what you need to know. So, Laura, here we go. I recently lost my job, and while I'm hoping they might ask me to return, I'm also wondering if a new opportunity is on the horizon. New opportunities are everywhere. We have to sit down and decipher. What I'm really picking up is that Spirit is saying you have more opportunities than what you know. We've got to sit down, be still, open up, and look and manifest and bring them in. And there are many things that you're going to be able to do. So let's take a look here. All right. I don't know why I was attracted to this pendulum, but we're going to go with this pendulum here. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do, pendulum, will you work with me? There we go. Yes. Pendulum, just to make sure. Do you need cleansing? Nope. Lorte or Lortai she's lost her job, but she wants to know if there is a new opportunity on the horizon for her. Yes. Okay. Are there going to be more than one? Oh, it's already starting to circle. Are there going to be more than one? Is there going to be more than one opportunity that becomes available? Now, that looks like a no to you, but it is a maybe. And what this is, it's going to depend on where you put yourself, what you do, what are you willing to do? So let's just pull some cards and find out what we need to know about this, Laura, and find out what's happened. Is that Laura or Lori? I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm mispronouncing it, I am so sorry. But Lori, let's check. I'm going to assume that's Lori. Okay, Lori, let's take a look. Okay, and I'm going to ask Spirit. Okay, about this, and we're going to do some cards here real quick. Okay, now move this microphone around. Make sure everybody's hearing me. All right. Bring this back up on camera. Where are we going here? Right here. Boom. There we go. All right. So let me move this pendulum. I've got 3 pendulums right here. And I just always reach for whichever one I'm pulled to. I don't have a favorite. Okay. So, Spirit. Lori, this young lady on my screen that you can see, recently lost her job. She wants them to ask her to return, but also wondering if a new opportunity is on the horizon. So we have been told, yes, there's a new opportunity coming. What we need to know is, what does Lori need to know about this? What's going on? Let's start there. What does Lori need to know very quickly? So We have justice. You're going to get out of everything whatever you put into it. Justice is, remember, this is my Bangarang card, and this is the Baroque tarot. Gillian will put some information in about what tarot deck this is. I'm gonna slide this over here so you can see. Okay, so this major arcana card, 11. So 11 is a standalone number. We do not add that together. And this 11 is talking about new beginnings, new things, new starts. Now, one of the questions I asked was, are there going to be more than one opportunity? And the pendulum spun. And that's telling me that depends on you and different things that are happening in and around in your own little universe, in your energy center. Okay. Where are you focusing? Are you re-upping your resume? Are you putting yourself out there again in different areas or things like that? But everything, what I'm really picking up here is there's something that's going to go on with your experience. As long as you put your all into it, it's all going to come back at you, the experience that you've had. Look here, Temperance. Okay, we'll slide this one over. We have two major arcana cards here. So I'm seeing a pretty big shift for you in life, particularly towards your work. And the Temperance card is a 14. Now, notice she's standing before water. Okay. She's got the fire moving back and forth. All right. Between the two cups, the two chalices, both are up. All right. We're also, what I'm picking up here is that definite part about being grounded, knowing who you are, knowing what you're doing. Okay. Don't wish, no. But a 14, the 1 is that new beginning. It's the individual. It's you. The 4 is about establishing a base, a good solid base. When you bring the 1 and 4 together, you have a 5. And a lot of times 5 can be a little chaotic energy. But a lot of things grow or are created from that 5. All right? If you think about it, we go from 4, good solid base, 5, little bit of chaotic energy, creativity. Think about those people. I am a number 5. All right? But now when you move into a 6, we have victory. You've got to pass through 5 to get to 6. Okay? And that's what we're doing here. This Temperance card is saying, remember, in all things. So put yourself out there, but don't just accept anything that comes along. Make sure it's something you want, something you're doing, something that you're going to thrive in. This can be an emotional time, but keep the emotions out of it, okay? Stay balanced and be looking and what are you going to do? So now then, holy crow, Lori, we have the Fool, all right? Whole new journey beginning, all right? If you notice what I like about this Fool, he is happy, and so is the dog. Okay. Now, whenever I see a dog, I think of loyalty. This card has always provoked loyalty, and how this card is in this deck is talking about, I'm happy to go with you. You very well could be looking at a new position within the same company, or you could be starting a whole new journey. What this is saying is, this is part of your life. Do not be afraid to start a new journey in this with a new opportunity. So look, check, explore. We have, out of 3 cards, we have all 3 are major arcana cards. So this is serious. This is saying, pay attention to me. Spirit's saying, I need you to remember, you're going to get out of this what you put into it. Okay. Don't get crazy. Balance. Everything needs balance. And don't be afraid to try something new. That's what I'm getting for you on this. Let me know. Keep us posted, Lori, because we would love to hear how this turns out. And welcome, Bangarang. Glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let me go here. Now, as everybody knows, I like to put the cards back in different spots in the deck just in case. And tonight, folks, I'm not reading reversals. I've already talked to Spirit, told Spirit I was not reading reversals tonight because it's hard to do on camera. Sometimes when I'm doing readings for people in private, I will do reversals, but tonight I am not. But Lori, there you go. Okay. And good luck with this. I know that can be scary, but just understand, I really feel like this is part of, if you've asked and put out there that you want to move forward, that you need more, sometimes we got to give something up to get more. Okay. And that it's weird, okay? But I want you to understand that's what's going on. That's what I feel. And Spirit's got your back as long as you do what you're supposed to be doing. Hope that makes sense. Let me know, okay? So, that's let me see, what do we got? Bridget popped in. Good to see you, Bridget. Glad you're here. Wow. Bangarang, I'm gonna see this. So let's see what's see what's happening here, what's going around. Donna, good to see you. Glad you are here. And Carolina, could I be added to the list? Put your question in. Carolina, what we try to do on Friday nights is Gillian's going to post the link, okay? I like to bring you live on camera, and I go into more detail with anybody that's willing to go live on camera. So if you want to do that, just click the link, then close out of YouTube. You'll come on with me right here. We'll do a reading, and then when you're done, you leave, you go back into YouTube and pick up right where you left off. It's really cool. All right. And so while we're waiting on that, other than that, if you want to, just make sure you post your question. Do me a favor, make sure you subscribe. That's all I ask. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. What I ask from everybody is that you share. And again, for those of y'all coming in late, remember, I'm only going to do 2 more Monday nights at 8:30. It's going to move to 7:30. But subscribers only. And what we're going to do is I'm going to be trying to help people who need readings that can't afford to pay for them or whatnot. And that doesn't mean anybody's excluded, okay? I am going to be doing more actual, maybe a little more mediumship type stuff, things like that, asking Spirit for message, seeing who this message speaks to. But we're going to offer them, and you're going to get a Zoom link. We're going to be on Zoom. Now, you can keep your camera off. You can talk, okay? And without being on camera, it will be recorded, and it will be uploaded on YouTube later. But that's how we're going to do this. I want to help people, and I need us to start building a sense of community and tribe and what we're doing. So as people subscribe, they will receive a link in the email to be able to join us as well. Any new people will be able to join. And I'll be doing that for an hour, a little over an hour or so. So everybody won't get a reading on this Monday, but that's going to be every Monday. We're going to start doing that every Monday. So keep coming in, coming back, doing whatever, and we can get, it's limited seating too. So make sure you're there. It's going to be really cool. All right. Let's find out what's going on. So, hey, thank you, Carolina. Great. Like and subscribe. If you have a question or if you want to come on, Gillian just posted the link. Let's see what's happened. Lola, like the new subscriber. Awesome. Please, current feelings on next actions of Joey Cameron, Leo Zodiac for Dem Lola Cancer Zodiac. Absolutely not. One of the things y'all need to know, I do not read people third party. I will not read Joey without his permission. I just don't. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. And I think people are looking for cheat codes. Now, Lola, that doesn't mean you're wrong, okay, about wanting to know. But let's see what we can do. I'm going to ask the question more of what do you need to know about having a relationship with Joey, okay? So the message is for you, reading about you, and we're going to ask what you need to know about doing that, okay? There are people that will read out there, but imagine if I was poking around in your psyche, your brain without your permission and telling Joey what he should do or shouldn't do. It's a violation of privacy. So I like to do it this way, okay? So I'm glad you did this, but let's find out, okay? So Lola needs to know, okay, what to do. Let's go here, okay? What does Lola need to know about a relationship with Joey? Let's find out. Let's see what's going on. All right. All of a sudden, I picked up some lines here. I don't know why, but maybe y'all aren't seeing them, but I am. Okay. Here we go. Lola. All right. What does Lola need to know about this relationship with Joey? What should Lola do? All right. Now, I got the devil card right out of the gate. All right. I want to ask you this because this is, let me try something here and see. There we go. That's better. All right. Lola, I want to ask you something. Okay. You don't have to answer here. Please don't. Okay. But I want you to think this out to yourself. The devil card comes up. Okay. Is somebody already in a relationship? Or B, is this a healthy relationship? Or are you becoming codependent for happiness? This is a link. The devil is something you can free yourself from and something that somebody's changed to. So in this situation, for the devil card to come up, we have the 1 and a 5. It's 15. 1, new beginnings. Okay. So something's going on. All right. But it's talking about an individual, that 1, that 5. Remember, we talked about chaos, creativity, or whatnot. It comes together for a 6, which means breaking free, victory, breaking away. Okay. I'm a little worried there might be another relationship here, or we're looking at something from more of a codependent standpoint. Okay. More of an Eros, it's all about me type of thing. Okay. What I want, and not so much that it's healthy. This is saying break away from something that's not healthy for you. Now, we have the Page of Wands. This is learning to be, this is your fire. Where is your fire? And what I'm seeing here is right now, Lola, your fire needs to be you. You need to fall back in love with yourself, okay? And make sure you understand how valuable you are. Sing your song, be happy. Don't be doting around on somebody else. Find a way to grab that spirit, that youth, and be in your power, in your spirit, and your journey. More people will be attracted like moths to a flame when they see you being this person. You don't have to ask a question. Your choices will come for you and be made available for you. Look here, Page of Swords. All right. Knowledge. You have to look at this situation from an unemotional standpoint. It's time for you to look at this from a very straightforward. Think of a young person trying to learn a new game and knowing the rules and knowing how to do it. This is knowledge. Okay. This is mental. This is straightforward. What I'm seeing here is that there's some work you need to do within yourself. Okay. He might need to do some work within himself. All right. But notice we have a female that's tied to a male. Be very careful. I want you to proceed with caution on this. May not be what you want to hear. It's call it tarot and attitude. Don't get mad at me. I'm just giving you what's coming down and what's coming from the picture of the cards that Spirit is trying to say. Be happy. Okay. Be this picture of just where everybody's going to flock to you because you know what? You're so proud of who you are. You're so solid in where you want to go and know what you want to do, what you want to be, and where your life is going, that people will just be attracted to you. This is the fire. This is the knowledge. Notice we've got nothing with emotions in here. This is Spirit telling you, take the emotions out of it. Be passionate about learning about yourself, what's going on with this relationship, and take your time. Study it, study it, study it. That's what I have. That's what Spirit gave me. And I wish you all the luck in the world. Bangarang. Okay. That's really kind of cool if you look at it and think about it for a minute. Okay. That's just what I saw, just what's happening. And we will go from there. All right. Let us know. We would love to hear. We like to hear. tarotwithanAttitude@gmail.com. Email me, drop us a line and say, hey, I was wanted asked about this, and here is what went on after your reading. Love to hear about that. We have 3 people that have done readings. I've got to send them their recordings. I've got to do the edits. We had a lot going crazy this week with Gillian and I, but those are fixing to come up. 3 people have agreed to do full readings. We've done their first readings. They're going to come out probably starting tomorrow or within this next week. They will come out. Everybody that did the reading, I'm going to send you a copy of the edited version of the reading. I'm not cutting anything out. Okay. I'm just trimming it up so it looks pretty. Okay. Just like y'all are. All right. So that's coming. That's going to be something y'all can look forward to. This is going to be great. We're going to have a great time. So, Carolina, looking to get some clarity on a situation with Jorge. No relationship, but felt instant connection with him. He works at my apartment complex. Okay. So, looking to get some clarity on a situation with Jorge. Let's bring it up. That question I don't mind answering. She just needs some clarity, wants to know what's going on. So let's find out. Okay. Spirit. Carolina needs some clarity. All right. Met a guy named Jorge. All right. He works at her apartment complex, and she felt drawn to him right away. Carolina, I'm getting a very deep, be very careful. Okay. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying anything's wrong. I'm telling you, the first impression I'm getting is like warning, hot flashes. My face is getting warm. I just want you to proceed with caution. If this quit right now, I would want you to proceed with caution. Again, not saying there's anything wrong with the guy. There's something about the relationship that's just giving me agita. But I'm going to let Spirit talk to us about that, and let's see what's going on. So, what does Carolina need to know about this type of thing that's happening with her? All right, here we go. So, your first card, the King of Cups. Now, I want you to understand, you have to be in control of your emotions. This, what I'm getting is 2 or 3 different things. Spirit is telling me to say, what would your father say, or what would that father figure in your life say about this situation? All right. The king, that's that older male or your own masculine energy saying, okay, I'm going to be in control. I can't let myself be the page, okay, running crazy or doing whatever or being foolish, okay? You have to go about this. So the king always brings about wisdom. All right. And this is something that we're trying to say here. And that's why I said it was really coming down to stop, don't rush into anything. Okay. Now we have the 8 of Swords. What I'm seeing here is there's too much worry about something that happened in the past. All right. Whether that be with you or with him, something's going on. This 8 of Swords is about take your blindfold off so you can look at things logically and see what's going on. Okay. Not a lot of great information on relationships tonight, but it is great information if it's what you need to hear. Now, 8 of Swords. You know what? If you're both consenting adults, all right, what I'm getting here is you can step forward and talk to him. Okay. Do it right. Do it the right way. I need you to be safe. That's the biggest thing. I need you to be safe. And I think that's what's coming here. Everything has to proceed with caution, but don't let something that happened in a previous relationship keep you from moving forward. Or he might be dealing with that. I don't know. I'm not going to chase that down with him. Like you heard me say, I don't read, third party without their permission. We have the Judgment. All right. What I find interesting in this deck, and I kind of let Spirit tell me what deck I'm going to use beforehand because the art is always different. In this card on Judgment, in this deck, Judgment looks painful. All right. This is what happens where we have to shed our own body. Okay. This is going to be next level shit, is exactly what's going on. Okay. I want you to remember I said be very careful. Man, I've got my gut going in knots. We got all of these people. It's like, are you ready to give yourself up to embrace this new relationship? And I think that's where the caution is coming in. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. This is really, Temperance. Please, Temperance, 14. There could be some conflict or whatnot. And notice it's right here with the king. Okay. I need you to proceed with caution. Spirit wants you to proceed with caution. Use your common sense and your emotions, that they balance, that they flow together. All right. And that you're not making a decision one off or without the other. This is very, very important. The 9 of coins. All right. The 9 of coins is talking about you have something. There is a relationship here in the tangible world, that there can be a tangible relationship. All right. But notice she's sitting, she's drinking from the chalice. Okay. We have the hawk up here, keeping that bird's eye view. If you do everything right, you will manifest something beautiful and wonderful in this life. Okay. It's coming, it's meant to be. All right. Just follow, be careful, because in looking for a relationship, we can manifest good and bad. A lot of people bring the wrong person into their life because of more of the eros. They let the love part, the emotions, out of control. All right. Remember our king, stay in control. Okay. You stay in control of those emotions. Yeah, 9 of wands. Man, tread. This is not, 9 is about manifesting, but notice here the 9 of wands. I think you're feeling beat up. Okay. In the dating scene, would that be wrong? I'd like to know. Let me know. Okay. Or whatnot. But the 9 is saying you've got one more battle. There's everything here. But don't get frustrated and give in to the first thing that comes along. Okay. Be careful with somebody that works where you live. That's a huge flag for me. Now, here is one of the things that's going on for me. And I got to tell you, okay, I'll always tell you when it's the truth. Remember, future law or past law enforcement officer, okay? He already has too much information too soon for you to get personal, okay? Be careful. That's all I'm saying, because this is about fighting. This is about spirit. How much do you want to fight for this? You know what? Don't quit, but at the same time, is have to be this one. Is there something else? Are we allowing past relationships or past hurts, past wounds, okay, to keep us, make us go down the, thank you, Spirit, to make us take the wrong path, the path that looks easy? Oh, he's there, good looking, we had a connection, things like that. Maybe this is what it's supposed to be. It's right here. Okay. Need you to think about that for a minute. Okay. What if the relationship goes south? All right. And he's there every day. Okay. He works at your apartment complex. This needs to be proceeded with high caution. As a father to a daughter, as a law enforcement officer to somebody who wants to protect you, okay? And as a minister, the first thing I got from Spirit was caution. Not saying anything's bad or that it won't work. There's a lot of precautionary things here that you need to be aware of, okay? I'd love to go into more in-depth reading with you on it. Some of this I don't think belongs out there. This card right here really throws me with the fact that in this deck, everybody looks miserable. Yes, people are in other decks, people are rising from the grave and everything, but there's an angel standing over them. They're eagerly looking to shed their old self to go into this new relationship. The first thing I got from this was pain. Okay. Please be careful. That's what I need you to understand. Keep it, get in your head in that part. If you have somebody you can talk to about it, that you see as a father figure, somebody that is not, that's going to give you good advice from an older standpoint, see what they got to say too. All right. Bangarang. Good luck to you. I think that I'm glad you you asked. That's a good thing to know. And hopefully that spoke to you and you understand where I'm coming from, where I'm just getting that from Spirit. Okay. I love to tell people, oh, this looks good. This is going to work. Okay. But these things, it is a proceed with caution on this relationship. So that's all I can tell you. You got a lot of life. from what I see in your picture, beautiful young lady. Okay. Things will come about it the right way. And don't hold, go out there and meet new people. All right. Meet some new people that are there because, okay, you are doing what you like to do. So you met them doing things you like to do. That type of thing. Don't hold some other past relationship against somebody new. Okay. Be careful. That's going to be a huge thing. You know, um, let me see what we've got here. I'm trying to read this. I'm Demalola. Okay, glad to see you. Sounds good. And that was good. Glad. I hope that worked out. Thank you, Donna and Deborah. Everybody's there. So, yes. So, I have to share the biggest confirmation to your comment to grapefruit being good for me. Okay. I have been taking grapefruit seed extract since this started. Spot on, Reverend Rob. I'm telling you, that's what I got. Resonates. There's a third party woman. Warning, Will Robinson. I don't even know if you're old enough to know what I'm talking about. But everybody else, danger, Will Robinson. It's the robot from Lost in Space. Whoop, let him clear all that crap out because you don't need to be a part of it. All right? And remember, while you're messing around with them, you could miss Mr. Right. Okay? Spirit will not lead you. I guarantee you this. Spirit will not lead you into a relationship with somebody that's already in a relationship. That's not of spirit. I guarantee it. I'm going to just stop for a second. Yeah, no. Spirit takes us into the light. It won't lead you into this and cause you all this grief. It won't. That's just something that you need to know. Okay. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Samantha, hi, how are you? I am good. Thank you. Excuse me. Can I make a question? Yep. If you want, Gillian's posting a link where you can come on camera and I'll go into a little more detail with you if you're willing to come on camera. Okay. Let me see what I've got here. Star 3. See what's going on here. Yep, got those. All right. And all right. So while you're getting that and you're talking to Gillian or whatnot, make sure you're there. General reading, please. Stacy, absolutely. Let's see what we got. Stacy G. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Stacy G. General reading. All right. Hold on. I'm going to bring this up. My wife says people like to watch me shuffle. I'm bringing this one over here. I don't know where those lines came from in that deal, but we're going to change it over to this viewpoint. So, Spirit, Stacy G is asking for a general reading. Okay, so let's find out. Stacy G, good to see you. Welcome and bangering. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Stacy G, right out of the gate. Wow, look at there. I divided all the cards up, so it's coming out here again. King of Cups. This is about something emotional, being in charge of emotion, or looking for that very masculine or protective place for your emotions, or looking at somebody that could be older, an older male, an older person, somebody that's in charge. But we're talking about keeping the emotions under control. We have the Fool here. Man, okay, so Spirit's using these cards tonight. Because again, after every one, I reinsert them and then I do a full-on shuffle. So the Fool, we're going to take a look at here, and let's go here. 7 of Wands. All right. Now, Stacy, what I'm picking up here, okay, is this is talking about standing your ground, knowing who you are. People are challenging you. I'm feeling like there's something in a relationship, whether it be work, love, friendship, okay, that maybe somebody's trying to bully you a little bit or push you around and make you do some things. You walk your own path. There's something that's going to be good to start. If you want to start something, but somebody's telling you not to, you need to remember it's your life to walk. Cups is all emotion. The Fool is our protagonist fixing to walk off. Look, he's gone on a journey. In a lot of places, his faithful dog and companion is coming with him, and the dog is comfortable with this trip. Okay. So if somebody's offering you something new, but people are pushing you to not do it, you stand your ground. Don't let fear stand in your way. The question is going to be, what do you want to do? What do you need to do here? The Four of Swords. You cannot fight every battle. Give this a break. Let things go on. Let's find out what's happening. We have the moon. Okay, so what I'm picking up here, the moon is your intuition card. Notice we have the intuition card right here with the Seven of Wands. So I'm going to back these up. We're going to look at these again. Seven of Wands. That's that fire. That's that passion. That's that desire. That's where do you want to go? What do you want to be? Somebody trying to change you. You have to walk your own journey. You have to fight your own fire. You have to build your fire. Your life has to come. Now, when we come into the swords, this is talking about, and I'm finding this, that maybe somebody's like playing with your head, okay? You got people or something going on. Guess what? You don't have to make a decision. This is the time you can sit down, let things roll for a little bit, okay? Don't give up on yourself, all right? But the Four of Swords is talking about air. It's talking about the way we communicate, the way we think, that actually right up top in our head, our conscious decision making, things like this. The Four of Swords. Wow, I just got hit in the throat. Okay. What I want you to understand here, what the Four of Swords is saying is separate from everybody and make your own decision. Okay. Get your mind, something's got your mind twirling around at 90,000 miles an hour, the hamster wheel. Okay. And you need to give that a rest. Let it rest. Nobody's going anywhere. Nobody's doing anything. Now we have the moon here. Okay. The moon is our intuition card. A lot of people say it's the high priestess. The high priestess links to intuition, but she's also about personal knowledge. The moon, I want you to see, we have a docile sheep and we have a wolf. We have all of that within us, our shadow side. And sometimes we need to use which side. You're trying to get to where you need to be mentally. Okay. The moon is saying the sun's not shining bright. I'm trying to help you out a little bit so you can see the way. But look at all the darkness that's up here. There are still things that are not known. You need to proceed with caution here a little bit. Well, what's going on? Doesn't mean anything bad's happening. Okay. But the moon is saying you need to use your intuition with whatever this is you're moving on with. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. Finally, we have the Nine of Cups. This is what's going to happen. The Nine of Cups is talking about joy, relationship, love. This is where you're going to manifest something. Okay. Something big is happening, but you've got to move slow. King of Cups, be in charge of your emotions. Don't let them run you. So we're going to come back here, take a quick look. The Fool. Don't be afraid to walk down a new path. People are going to jump all over you about it. Defend yourself. Stand your ground. Know it's your fight. The Four of Swords. Stop worrying about what everybody else is going to say and do what you need to do. Finally, we have the moon. Use your own intuition. This is your life. All right. These are things that you're going to have to do. All right. And that's what's going on. So now then we have the Nine of Cups. If you want to breathe or manifest the life that you want, you're going to have to step out and do some of this on your own. Everybody's not always going to agree with you, but it's your life. You have to walk it. I hope that makes sense. I don't know what's going on in your life. Don't know, but thank you. And thank you for allowing me the opportunity to do this. So while I'm sitting here, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. But I'm going to show you all on camera what I do when I'm off camera. I literally break the deck down and move cards in and out like this. So let me see. We'll go there. Now we'll go back up here. So if cards do come together, Spirit has put them together. All right. So that's what I do. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying play with cards, just in case it's a shuffle thing or whatnot. So let me get out here. I'm going to take a drink. Let me see what's happening here. And just a minute. Gonna take a drink of my coffee. Matter of fact, gonna refill it a little bit. Okay. And we're gonna see what's happening. All right. And you're up next. We'll see what's going on. All right. Here we are. Okay. And welcome. Hello, new summer here. What's coming in for me during summertime? Summertime. I love summer. I love summer where I'm at now. I hated summer. I grew up hating summer in Florida. Okay. Hot, sticky, even the ocean. You try to go to the ocean in a lot of places where I was from on the East Coast. It was like walking into bath water. You couldn't even get there. So you burnt your feet getting down there. When you stepped in, it was like stepping into a bathtub. But summer is good. Summer means things are breathing. You know, we think about it. We came out of winter. Winter is when everything dies, sheds, all of this. We're in spring now. Spring's coming, new life. Things are happening. Summer, when it's all coming to fruition, when things grow, when things are at bloom, when things we should see. So let's find out. Hello, new summer here. What's coming in for me during summertime? And thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. All right. And keep an eye out. You'll be getting an email because on Mondays at 8:30, for the next 2 Mondays, I'll be doing my normal show. We'll be doing this. All right. And trying to help people. But we're going to take that and we're going to move it where we're going to start doing this in Zoom. All right. Be recorded. But that way you can talk to me. I can hear what you have to say, hear your voice. We can connect. Don't have to turn on the camera, but if you want to turn on the camera, that's fine. We'll record it and that will be live. And I'll be doing more in-depth, more detailed readings at that point. Okay. Trying to help people who can't afford to get do a session with me right now. I understand. So I love giving messages from Spirit. It's what I do. All right. So here we go. All right. Spirit and wants to know for summer what's coming up. Ace of Wands. Okay. Wow. I'm seeing what's very possibly new opportunities, new ideas, new things are coming. This is that fire. So a new fire is going to start for you this summer. This could be anything from a new job to a new life, a new place to live, a new lover, a new spouse, whatever it is. But this is the beginning. Ace is the beginning of your spirit, your free will. I want you to think of this. Think of aces in tarot as the concept where it encompasses everything about your spirit and free will. And we have something new that's beginning. That's that ace. That's that one. All right. When we go there, now, holy crow, 2 of Wands. All right. What it's time to do, if there's something you want to do, if there's something you've had an idea and you want to go with, all right, it's time to make plans. All right. That too. This is partnering with spirit, partnering with your higher conscious, partnering with yourself, or actually partnering with someone else, whether that be, it doesn't have to be romantic, to be anything, but we have wands. Remember, the whole idea here is we're talking about the fire portion of life, where you want to go, what do you want to be? You know, I love this one where the world is up here. Basically, what we're looking at, okay, is a river going off to who knows where, and somebody that wants to travel and they have a globe. If you want to travel, if you want to make this plan, if you want to bring this fire to life, you've got to start coming up with a plan and being a part. You cannot wait for everything to drop at your feet. That's not what's going to happen. Everything with you is wands. This is, man, where's your intention? This 8 of Wands is talking about movement. Whether you have to physically get up and move or changing some position, doing whatever, if you're wanting to go forward, you need to start. There's going to be movement for you in this coming summer if you want to do whatever this is going. I find this reading is really crazy when you look at it. Number one, it's numerically correct, ace to 8. All right. They're all the same suit. You saw me divide everything up and reshuffle. So what we're looking at here is, again, something new is coming that you're going to be able to really get into. Once you see it and you know it, and if you already do, start getting behind it. Get plans, get ready, get going, because things are going to move very quickly. Okay. And this is, yeah, that's what I got. Thank you, Spirit. Whatever this is, whatever's going on, when it starts to move, it's going to move quickly. And if you're not prepared, you're going to miss something. Okay. So stay ready. We have the Hermit. This is talking about be observant. Look at your own life. Don't get caught up in what everybody else is saying to do. It's time for you to walk your own path. 9, manifestation. I find it very ironic that the 9, the number of manifestation of bringing new things into life, is with the Hermit card. Okay. Don't concern yourself with others as far as worried about what everybody else is going to think. Notice that this Hermit, he has a staff, which is a wand. Okay. He has the light down to his side, but he's looking at something. He is laser focused, dead set ahead. You will know what this is, and you need to get that focus and look at what it's going to do for you, what you need to do, and stay very focused and making sure you understand what you need to do for you. We have the 4 of coins. This very well could be bringing in some new resources to you. And remember, don't go hog wild. This comes with a great idea that you could be establishing a whole new financial base with this, that some new things are happening. You're going to be able to establish the 4, that base, okay? But it also comes with a warning. Don't throw it away, okay? Don't just dive into a scheme. No plan, plot, know what's going on, and things are going to happen. We have strength. This is going to be, man, the Ouroboros over this young lady's head, or the infinity symbol, whatever you want it to be. But understand, life is in your strength, okay? This is an opportunity. This is something that you're going to have to remain calm, okay, and use your brain. And then, if you notice, this lion's looking pretty ferocious. A lot of these cards in these different decks, the lion's not ferocious. She's just holding his mouth shut, okay? He's ready to attack, all right? She's holding him back. You are to be in control, not your emotions, okay? That is not saying your emotions or any of this or fear is not real, but observe. What is she doing? Holding everything back. We're reserving. Look at the Hermit. He's observing. Observe what's going on, and then you'll be able to proceed. That 8 with movement, you'll be able to proceed with the right idea and the right direction. I hope that makes sense. Wow, banger. That's really cool. That's really cool. You're going to have a busy summer. All right. You're going to have a busy summer. So, yeah, let us know what's going on. We'd love to hear, love to see things. We like to support or whatnot and see what's happening. You know, Don, I appreciate you. Tribe, don't forget to like and share. That's very important. We need this. We need this to happen. Okay. And it's always a beautiful evening when our tribe gets together. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hi, how are you? I am excellent. If I was any better, I'd be twins. There's a scary thought. Okay. May I ask what's coming towards me next in love? Jessica, absolutely. So, all right. Give me just a second. Wow, my whole face, my nose even started not running, but actually stuffed up. So let's see. Spirit, help me with Jessica. Okay. She just wants to know what's coming towards her in love. She's not asking who or anything else. Let's just give this young lady some insight and find out what's going on. Okay. So help me. All right. Jessica wants to know what's coming towards me next in love. Here we go. All right. Here we are. Jessica, boom. 10 of coins. Doesn't get any better than that. Okay. This is great. This is the Hollywood ending, my wife likes to call this card. Okay. But coins is talking about some real things. Some things have come to fruition, and you're going to actually see some things materialize in your life. Not the 9. It's not manifest. You're already doing the work. Be patient. All right. The 10 of coins. In love, what I'm seeing is whatever is going on right now is coming to an end and something new is fixing to start. Okay. That's going to be very important for you to understand. Happiness is yours. It's coming. Be patient. And it's coming in the form of a real person, a real thing, finding love. Understand that. Okay. Coins, solid. Here, what we here and now, the tangible. All right. So, yes, 10 of coins has popped up to say, now look, I don't know why it really got to me. I was drawn to his studying. All right. Now, what I'm okay, what I'm picking up here, all right. I'm getting like Spirit's really giving me a message, and it's like coming in so fast. I'm trying to make sure, okay, that I get this right. Okay. I'm getting that if you will be smart, be knowledgeable, don't be afraid to let people see how intelligent you actually are. Okay. That a lot of this is going to depend on you. All right. So don't hide who you are. Don't be over flamboyant. Use your knowledge. Knowledge is going to play a key role in manifesting this love, this thing, what's going on. Somebody's going to really be attracted to your brain, and it's going to help you in the real world. You know, when we look at this with love, we have the star. Okay. I love this card. Absolutely love this card. Favorite card in the deck is the Chariot. This very well could be my next favorite card, the Star. 17. Okay. 1, new beginning, the individual. 7, look and observe. Okay. Being observant. Watch what's happening, coming up with a plan, developing. But mostly what I see here is a need for healing. All right. Don't know why. All right. Don't know what's up. Healing is there. Look at this pool of water. This is all emotion. Anytime you see water in a tarot card, you need to be thinking about emotion, whether it be from love, anger, hate, any of those emotions. That's where we're at. That's on our subconscious level. All right. If you feel like you've been down a path, what I want you to do, okay, I want you to go back and start thinking in a very wise manner about how you wound up where you are. What are the mistakes you've made? You have to be willing to look at yourself, but then don't hold them over your head. You have to be able to learn to heal and allow yourself to heal and to realize spirit is here. When you come across this relationship that's going to come across your path next, be calm, be spiritual. Notice we have a bright star shining, okay, through the night. This is something, it's going to help. Stars help illuminate too, okay? But look up. In this, with spirit, you will be able to find direction using your wisdom, letting things go that hurt you in the past, and finding healing, but knowing that there's hope. You have to reclaim your hope, is what I'm getting. You've got to go back and say there is hope. Don't give up. This is getting nuts or whatnot. Okay. There's hope. Life happens. Things happen. These things are going to be there for you. So now we have the Justice card. If you hide yourself, you'll never be found. Remember the old song, you know, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Hide it under a bush. Oh no, I'm going to let it shine. You're the light. You have to let yourself be seen. You have to let people experience the joy of knowing who you are, the wisdom that you have, that fiery ability to heal and to love, and that what a precious gift you are. That's what justice is about here. It is saying What you're going to get out of love is however much you put into it. And I want you to think about this. However much you put into yourself, this is where your love life is going to go. I'm going to pull two more cards here. We have the Two of Coins. All right. Got to be some juggling. Got to be some things. You're going to be busy. So what happens here is don't get so busy, you miss life. All right. The Two of Coins is talking about, look, he's dancing, trying to handle a lot of places. These are like yin yang, things like that. Notice we got the Ouroboros, the infinity symbol. We'll always be juggling things. Okay. Sometimes, notice it's a two, it's a relationship. Okay. This could be somebody you're already working with, already know. Okay. Also, don't get so busy you don't see it and it passes you by. Big mistake in today's world. All right. Now, death card. You know what? What do we see here? What have I been saying all the way up to this point? Death. Death is not a bad thing. This is not a scary card. To quote Jesus, let the dead bury the dead. If a relationship's dead, a relationship is dead. If something has happened in the past, sometimes we've got to step forward on a 13. 13, we don't change the number of 13. 13 is a standalone number, okay? But what it's saying is, just like we talked about with winter and spring, death. So life and spring, eternal. This is what's going on. Some things have to be let go of so we can find new. So if there's something that's going on, I'm really picking up that you need to let go of whatever this was in the past so you can move on, move past it. A lot of times we never, it's like asking somebody to forget. We never forget, okay? But at the same point, we also can't drag it around with us, okay? Finally, the Hermit. You've got to do what's best for you. Keep an eye out. Be on the lookout. Know it. Walk your path. Keep going. Don't do anything out of the way, okay? But when you're looking for something and something strikes your heart, look it dead in the eye and take a moment to stop and not get everybody else's input, okay? And you look and you determine if this is something you want to pursue or not. That's what I see. You're going to be walking by yourself for a little while, okay? Until some of these lessons are learned. There's some things that's got to be let go of. But once you do, man, we got some beautiful things that are going to be happening. Wow, bang right. Let me know. Love to hear how that turns out, okay? All right, let me see. Where did all this go? There we go. All right, there we are. Let me get back over here. Take it a minute. All right, Gillian, I think that ought to be about it, okay? We've got some here. I've got Marion, Misty, and Kita, and then P. My name is Probe. All right, I will get with these right here. Let's find out what's going on, and here we are. So, Marion, my daughter is having a baby any day. Congratulations. Okay. Could you pull a card for her? She is a bit worried as baby missed the due date. Okay. Number one, your mom, all right, might have missed the due date, but I'm not getting any bad feelings or anything like this. All right. Things happen. All right. Let's find out what's going on. All right. So I'm going to take a sip, let my mind clear for a minute. Spirit, Marion's troubled. Okay. And we're all going to say a prayer for Marion and her daughter. Okay. What we do here. All right. We want her to find peace and happiness. All right. To know what's going on. All right. I would love for you to type in. Oh, just got a call. She's headed to the hospital. Let's see what's going on. Okay. The King of Wands. All right. Oh, let me put this up here. All right. There we go. King of Wands. All right. Is it going to be a boy? I don't know. Okay. But the King of Wands, that fire, that passion. Okay. It's knowing you've done everything, doing what you're supposed to do. Don't lose hope. You keep that going. Everything's happening. We have the King of Wands here. That's telling me, doctor, let the doctor know. The doctor knows what's going on. The Eight of Coins. We're talking about paying attention to details. All right. doing everything the doctor says to do here. And I'm not getting worried. It's just like something's got to be done yet. And then we get to 7 of Wands. So what I'm really picking up here, okay? Yes, there might be a complication. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. If you understand what I'm trying to say, okay? The 7 of Wands, you're going to stand up, going to hold your own. The 8 of Coins, going to have to listen to what the doctor says. Might be some intervention that's needed. It's okay. All right. And what I'm seeing is listen to the doctor. Okay. Listen to him, follow the directions, and then you make a choice of what y'all need to do. That's what I see. So I understand the fear is there. Okay. But remember that fear can cause our body to do wacky things too. Okay. So call the doctor. What does the doctor have to say? Follow the directions of the doctor. Okay. And then you will be able to move forward. And, I'm really seeing, 6 of Wands, victory, overcome, joy. Lot of guy cards here. Okay. Guy. Okay. But I'm seeing victory coming through and that you're going to be fine. Okay. She's going to be fine. Everybody, real quick, Spirit, our most gracious, loving Heavenly Father, the Divine Mother. Oh, that which holds us true, that the goddess, the femininity of birth and bringing things in. This woman needs comfort, needs care, needs guidance. Open her ears, open her heart. Send your angels, Raphael. Again, we ask for your attention to her daughter, to come to her and show her what needs to be done. Have your hands with the doctor. So all of this knowledge and everything is going to proceed. She's been doing the right stuff. I'm really getting that she's been doing the right things. This is just a delay, but we're going to find out. Give her peace. That's what I'm asking for. That's what I'm telling you to do. So mote it be. Let us know, Marion. Love to find out what else is happening. Okay. Good luck. Congratulations. You better let us know what's going on. Okay. Will Kevin be what's going on here? Will Kevin be released from halfway house in May? Thank you kindly. Okay, let's find out. Mixed emotions about reading somebody else. So I'm just going to ask here, Misty Lou. We're going to go with this pendulum. This is a yes or no question. Okay. Pendulum, will you work with me? Good. Will Kevin be released from the halfway house in May? It's getting in. There's something left undone. There's still something that needs to be done. So if he's not getting things done or whatnot, you need to get on the phone and say, hey, do what they're telling you to do. There was not an active yes or no there. It was just spinning and vibrating. That's telling me there's more to this than meets the eye. Okay. So let me know, Misty. Find out. There needs to be some. I don't even know if he can communicate with you at this point. Okay. But right now, that is up in the air. Okay. It has not been determined as of this date. That doesn't mean tomorrow or the next day or something's going to happen. But as of this time right now, I cannot give you a definitive answer. I'm going to do this here real quick. I'm being told. Let's find out. I'm going to flip one card. 10 of Coins. It's acting according to this. The 10 of Coins, and I split the deck down the middle. The 10 of Coins is here to saying, yeah, something's about over. Okay. That this thing is about over, but there's something that still has to be done to get him there. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. This is ending. The 10 is ending. It's in the real world. Things are happening. I don't know what's going on, but there needs to be something else that needs to be completed. Once that's completed, this will take a new course. Okay. So good luck. Be careful. All right. In everything that you do. Thank you. All right. Let's go here. All right. Antika Moore. Can I get a read on my friend M will come for reconciliation of friendship, or should I move on with my life? I will ask if you will move on for your life. Antika, I tell people all the time, number one, make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay, and hit the like button, and I'll be glad to do a reading, okay, about what you need to know, okay? I won't read I just can't, okay? It goes against me to read something third party. I just don't like it. I don't like intruding on somebody else's privacy. All right. What do you need to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm being told. Right now, you continue on with your life path. You move on as if he is not, okay, ever coming back. If he does, that's going to be on him, not you. And then y'all have to decide if this is what needs to be, okay? So here we go. I'm telling you, Spirit just gave me that. Very important. Don't ever put your life on hold for somebody else unless it's your children or somebody you've already in a deep commitment for, okay? A spouse, somebody that you know somebody you're engaged to, that type of thing. Move on. You always continue to walk on in your life. Let's see what's happening here. Let's go here. I'll bring this here. We're going to cut these here. And here we go. First card out of the gate, the 2 of Wands. You know what that's saying? The world's out there. Go explore. You keep right on going. You don't plan, don't stop. You have to plan to move ahead. This answer is very easy. It's coming. The Hanged Man. You have to look at your perspective, okay? Change your perspective about this whole thing. And yeah, I think there's something else binding this whole situation up. Is upside down. His perspective might need to change or whatnot. And you cannot sit around begging for him. It is one, 6 of Swords. There's your straight up answer. Move on. Okay. You know, whenever I see this, I'm reminded of the movie Twister and Dusty, as everybody in that first tornado sequence comes by and their truck's uptown. He's like, loser, move on. Keep right on moving. You know, this is 6 of Swords is talking about mentally, you have to let this go and you have to move on. It is okay. Doesn't mean you're going to like it. Doesn't mean it's fun. Okay. But it is time for you to let the situation go and move forward. Don't waste another day living in yesterday. All right. That's what I have for you. That's what Spirit has for you. Okay. Wow. Banger. Okay. Let me get these up here. And P, my name is Probe. May I please ask if there is any possibility in me and Mark communicating ever again? Okay. You know what? Can you call him? Can you talk to him? Can you text him? That I don't know what's going on there. Okay. And again, some of these are, if you're not, you move on with your life. And then if it's meant to be, he'll talk. You don't have to run out and get engaged or be married or anything else. But, you know, one of these things for my young people out there, okay? You get so hard. I'm feeling a big codependency here of, you know what? If my wife comes up to me and says, hey, I got to move on. I'm not that happy. I will break down in tears. It will break my heart. But I'm going to help her pack. Okay? Because I need her to be happy. So therefore, if she's not happy, how can I be completely happy? Move on. Okay? You continue with your life, Prob. Okay? Make sure that you understand. Okay? Did everything I could do, done everything you could do, and at this point, you let it go. Okay? It's one of those things. Don't miss your life waiting on somebody else. That's called codependency. That means you need this person to make you happy. As much as my wife and I love each other, and we will be devastated when one of us passes before the other, okay? The first thing we want is for each of us to be happy, okay? I'm not going to quit living my life. It will change. Things will happen, okay? But it's just not. And you know what? She doesn't want me to. I don't want her to. All right? I need her to live a life and be happy. I'm going to pop in and visit her. I'm going to have my ashes. I'm getting cremated. So everybody knows, y'all know this. Okay. I'm getting cremated, and my will says that my ashes are going to get put in paint, and she has to paint it on her bedroom ceiling. It's just going to be that way. Okay. Yeah. No. Every time you look up, all right, it's just the way it is. But I say that to remind you, we have to be happy in life. We don't live our life around somebody else, especially even our children. We got to be careful. We're getting a lot of kids today that are they think everything should be done for them because helicopter parents didn't let them crash and burn. All right, sometimes we need to crash, okay, but move on, keep going, do what things need to be done. Now I'm going to pull some cards here for you. Let's find out, okay, and see what's happening. So, King of Wands. There's that King of Wands. Y'all saw me. I pushed them all around, blah, blah, blah. King of Wands is back. Time for you to take control of what you want in life. That's directly pointing at you. That's you pulling your masculine out and saying, guess what? I'm not waiting. I'm worth it. He needs to communicate with me. I've done my part to try to communicate with him. If you have not, and you want to know, you got to reach out, but don't keep begging. A king doesn't beg. Okay. A king doesn't wait for scraps. All right. And you are a king. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. Everybody in this room are kings and queens, and you shouldn't be begging for anybody's attention or anything. You are worthy. You are worth it. Man, stand up and cheer. That is one of those things. The 8 of coins. Wow, these things were at opposite ends of the deck when I shuffled. 8 of coins. You have to move on. This is about you keeping an eye on the details, learning to keep moving and keep going on. This is what life was about. But the 8 is about movement and understanding there are other people, other things, other places to go. Okay. If something doesn't work, you drop it in the bucket, just like she's doing here. Fixing something, trying to be detailed in what she's making, makes an error, you drop it in the bucket and you bring it out and you start over. And you keep starting over. And you keep starting over until you get it right. Okay. This is huge. This is very important. Thank you, Spirit. The 6 of Wands. You want to find victory within your own life. Okay. Man, I put all these cards completely separate, and here they all are again. The 6 of Wands. All right. This is talking to you about understanding you need to be victorious. You are powerful. What do you want? King of Wands, 6 of Wands. All right. And the 6 is about declaring victory. Don't live a defeated life because you're waiting on somebody else. That's going to be very important. So you know what I'm going to do here real quick? Because that was weird. Okay. I am going to do one card draw from my Archangel deck. Okay. Let's find out what's going on here. Because that was weird. Okay. That was that all those cards came back up in that order. Here we go. Spirit, I know. Don't get mad at me. I'm just looking for the clarity. Ten of Michael. This is putting a real fine point on it for you. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. All right. Thank you. Think about those cards that I just gave you. All right. And this is saying exit stage left. Be proud of who you are, proud of what you've done, and move on. Wow. That is crazy. All right. So welcome and glad everybody's here. This has been a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Remember, Monday night, 8:30, but the countdown's on. I'm going to figure it out. The goal is not this Monday night, not the next month, but 3 Monday nights from now, okay, that we're going to be taking on the new format. So look for that Zoom. If we haven't got it all worked out, I will let you know before it's time in one of the shows or whatnot. Okay. So Monday night, 8:30, we're right back here. Thank you to all of my new people that came in tonight. subscribe, share. I appreciate it. To all of my tried and true, my tribe, this is something marvelous. And I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for what you do and your support. I appreciate it. Okay. Make sure everybody knows. Remember, at the end of the day, take what you want, leave what you don't, but leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Bang on.